back. Dr. Jacques Despetri of Soho MD here at the Bullpen at the JP Morgan Healthcare Conference, here with Kaitlin Roberson of Cacti. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Yeah,
it's been a busy 3 days of JPM.
Yeah, it's quite a chaotic scene here. But
it is.
Could you tell us what got you here to this point?
Sure. I have an interesting journey into biotech. I spent my career in the humanitarian field, but I saw a lot of unaddressed trauma there and chronic pain. And so my idea for Cacti was to bring two worlds that are typically siloed, psychiatry and psychology, with pain neurobiology, and try to address some of the underlying root causes of chronic pain. So I have this team that's a pretty interdisciplinary, multimodal team of pain neurobiologists and psychiatrists. And we're tackling a really complex problem, which is chronic pain. 1 in 4 people suffer with chronic pain,
Wow.
and 1 in 10 are disabled by it. So it's actually a huge economic burden, and we know what's happened with the opioid crisis and all of that. It's been, it's a hard climate to innovate in pain, and yet that's exactly what we need. We need innovation.
Absolutely. And so could you tell us about the journey from, like where your training to starting Cacti? Like what happened there that inspired you or gave you,
Yeah, I was working with the
drive?
refugee population, and I saw a lot of PTSD, but manifesting as my stomach hurts all the time, my head hurts all the time, my back hurts. So it's manifesting as chronic pain. So I started looking into the research with the veteran community and PTSD with MDMA. And I was following their clinical trials, and they were going all the way through phase 2 at that time. Now they've gone through phase 3, and they've actually filed their IND package and are expected to get FDA approval in 2024 for MDMA with PTSD. Following that made me really curious, and I started a program. It was a year-long training program for psychologists to do the psychotherapy that's these medicines, psychedelics, are paired with psychotherapy for trauma healing. And so I went through this program, and I saw a lot of interesting opportunities, really, that, maybe these medicines could be developed in a way that better fits the medical model. So one of the problems with psychedelics is it's a long journey, and then it requires 2 therapists to do the therapy with the medicine, and that doesn't really fit our payer reimbursement system or medical model. So, talking with friends that are pain neurobiologists, what if we could develop drugs that are shorter acting, better fit the medical model? And that's what got me really curious, and then I ended up forming this company around let's do this better.
Wow, that's amazing. And so you were able to collect, you're saying, this group of experts to really kind of come together to solve the problem around pain.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
addressing it.
Yeah, and I've been able to pull a team of scientific advisors that are from some of the world's leading pain labs. And I even have a neuroscientist in Brazil who studies analgesic plants.
Wow.
And so now we're saying that cacti is really inspired by nature. What we developed, what we have our own IP on, is actually synthesized new chemical entities. So it's not a botanical. It's
Wow.
not coming directly from the plant, and it's a program that we're calling. It's a platform actually of nociplastogens.
Okay.
And this is potentially a first-in-class drug family. We're allowing the neurons to repair themselves instead of masking them, numbing them, or even killing the neuron, which is the typical approach in pain.
And your group identified this product. And
Yeah, they identified this novel mechanism of action, and then we filed for provisional patents, and
Wow.
we started this program. So
Yeah,
we're early stages. We actually did all of this bootstrapping and then only raising $100K.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. As I've talked with other biotechs here at JPM, I'm now realizing how incredible it is that we already have in vitro and in vivo data on NCEs this early.
That's amazing. And in terms of what you're working on now, what are you doing? What are you excited about for 24?
I'm really excited about identifying some lead candidates out of this platform. I would love to get to 2 lead candidates in '24 and start them through IND enabling work. I'm excited to work with my scientific advisory board. They're wonderful human beings in addition to being brilliant scientists. And so I look forward to really exploring the entire psychedelic pharmacophores, but for pain. So most of the industry that's emerged in the last couple of years are looking at mental health as an indication,
Yep.
but our team looking at pain is going to be, really exciting and interesting.
That's amazing. And then as far as the bullpen and the community, what's your ask?
Well, I've really enjoyed working with the Bullpen because it's really a collaborative group that spans the entire ecosystem of biotech. So you can talk with other founders and learn from their experience, get encouragement because, it's tough being a startup and in this environment too, in this funding climate, it's been really hard. So it's been great to get encouragement from other founders. My ask of, I guess, this group and what I've been networking out here in JPM is really even beginning the conversations about partnering off assets to larger pharmaceuticals that are interested in a first-in-class drug, talking with investors who are really excited about innovating in the pain space. That's been really helpful too. But yeah, I think it's mostly just been networking and trying to get people excited about treating chronic pain in a different way too, because I think, most people it's like, oh, well, pain is just a given and it's too complex, it's subjective. And I'm trying to get people to look at it in a different way. Like we really can find better solutions than what's out there right now.
Yeah, you're doing some really important work. It's
Thank
pretty
you.
amazing. So if you want to learn more about Kaitlin Roberson and Cacti, you can go to bullpen.ventures. The link and information will be on there. We'll be right back. Thank you for being here.